Talk about rolling futures ahead, using the board to capture the carry rather than fight it, and hopefully maximize some of that on-farm storage. Keep in mind, everything we're talking about here is for education and example purposes. Make sure you guys know and understand your risk as we go through these slides. So like I said, we really want to look at trying to maximize storage. We have carry in the market. We're going to use corn as our example. Basically, what you need to do is have some harvest contract months sold, and now we want to look at rolling those out into spring month contracts or just deferred contracts in general. The advantages of doing this: picking up carry the market, maintaining control of your bushels. You're going to have the freedom to deliver where you want, and you're going to be able to shop basis, pick some things out that make sense to you logistically, and like I said, really just give yourself some flexibility and control. Now, the biggest disadvantages people are going to be quick to point out is if the market goes higher, you're going to have margin calls. But again, when you're using the board as a hedge, we feel that's a good problem to have rather than a bad one. So here's our example. Using the report, we sold D's corn at $4.70. You got the current D's price at $4. You could close that position out. You're showing a gain of 70 cents. You're now going to roll and sell the May contract at $4.25. This is going to bring your net sale price to $4.95 on the board. So if May corn goes to 4, you've got your net sale at $4.95. You likely shop for some basis improvements. You found a good place to deliver. Things are good. The only problem we're going to have is you might have some lower priced corn that you had unprotected, and we don't quite know what we're going to do with new crop yet. If May goes to $4.50, sure, you're going to have a margin call of 25 cents. You're still going to have that same $4.95 net sale, but you're likely also going to have some more corn to sell, bringing up your average price. Or D's 25 is likely around $4.65, $4.70, somewhere in that area. That's a good problem to have, so we can get started on some D's 25 corn. I think we can all agree new crop or next year's crop at $4.70 would be a lot better than if it was at maybe $4.10. So again, market going higher when you have a hedge position, we feel is probably a good problem to have in most instances. Now, the other thing we need to point out why this can be advantageous is basis typically improves in your winter and spring months after harvest settles down. So in rolling your contracts, you work with the carry rather than fight it. We've had some conversations in here with guys, looking to make some sales, or they've got these harvest contracts and they want to re-own. The problem with that is if you're selling corn at $4 on the D's and you want to give yourself some time, you now have to go out and buy the carry of the market with May at $4.25. When we take a step back and just think about life in general, typically we never want to sell low and then buy high, but that's what would be going on if you're trying to re-own bushels at this point. So for us, we'd rather see guys try and roll, use the carry of the market, and get this stuff in storage on farm. And like I said, use this carry and take advantage of it. We also need to emphasize that the board is just another tool to manage risk. Let's face it, everything in your operation takes some sort of cash. Whether you're buying seed, purchasing equipment, those are all cash input costs into your farming operation. And using the board to manage hedging risk should really be no different. So again, while there is the instance of having margin calls, we do feel that if the market goes higher, that is a better problem to have than rather the market just going lower. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We're more than happy to help. As always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate you guys tuning in.